Have you ever looked at someone and thought, they just can't lose? Whether it's in sports, business, or even just their personal life, some people seem to have a golden touch. Is it luck, raw talent, or is there something deeper going on? What if I told you that the secret to their success isn't just about what they do, but how they think? Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of a true winner. We're going to uncover the mental frameworks and habits that separate the great from the good. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll have the keys to unlock your own winner's mindset. So stick around, because this could change everything. Let's start with the foundational concept, the growth mindset versus the fixed mindset. This idea, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the absolute bedrock of a winner's psychology. A person with a fixed mindset believes their abilities, intelligence, and talents are static, unchangeable traits. They think you're either born a genius or you're not. When they face a setback, they see it as proof of their limitations. See, I'm just not good at this, but a true winner. They operate from a growth mindset. They believe their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. For them, a failure isn't a dead end, it's a data point, it's feedback. It's a signpost showing them where they need to improve. They don't say, I can't do it. They say, I can't do it yet asterisk. That single word, yet, is incredibly powerful. It transforms a challenge from an insurmountable wall into a temporary hurdle. Think about any great athlete. Michael Jordan was famously cut from his high school basketball team. Did he quit? No, he used that failure as fuel, practicing relentlessly. That's the growth mindset in action. It's the belief that effort, not just innate talent, is the path to mastery. The next crucial piece of the puzzle is how winners handle pressure. We all experience stress, but winners have a unique relationship with it. They don't just tolerate pressure, they often thrive on it. How? Through a process called stress inoculation. Just like a vaccine prepares your body to fight a virus, winners mentally prepare themselves for high-stakes situations. They visualize potential challenges and rehearse their responses. They practice under conditions that mimic the pressure of the real event. A concert pianist doesn't just practice the notes. They practice in front of small audiences, building up to the big concert hall. This rehearsal desensitizes them to the anxiety of the moment. When the spotlight is actually on them, it feels familiar. Their mind and body already know what to do. They've been there 1,000 times before in their head. This turns crippling fear into focused energy. Another key trait is their internal locus of control. This is a fancy term for a simple but profound belief. They believe they are in control of their own destiny. People with an external locus of control blame outside forces for their failures, bad luck, unfair bosses, the economy. But winners take ownership when things go wrong. Their first question isn't whose fault is this. It's what could I have done differently, and what can I do now to fix it? This isn't about blaming themselves, it's about empowering themselves. By taking responsibility, they retain control. They are the captain of their ship, not a passenger at the mercy of the waves. This sense of agency is what allows them to pivot, adapt, and persevere when faced with unexpected storms. They don't wait for circumstances to be perfect, they create their own opportunities. Now let's talk about goals. Everyone sets goals, right? But winners do it differently. They don't just have big, dreamy ambitions. They break them down into what psychologists call process goals. A writer doesn't just have a goal to write a best-selling novel. That's an outcome goal, and it's largely out of their control. Instead, a winner focuses on the process. I will write 500 words every single day. This is something they can control. They fall in love with the process, the daily grind, the small, consistent actions. Success then becomes an inevitable byproduct of their daily habits, not a distant, lottery-like prize. They understand that championships are won in the lonely hours of training, not just on game day. By focusing on the process, they build momentum and derive satisfaction from their effort, which keeps them motivated for the long haul. This brings us to the power of intrinsic motivation. Winners are not primarily driven by external rewards like money, fame, or trophies. Of course, those things are nice, but they are not the main fuel. The real fire comes from within. It's a deep, personal desire to be better, to master their craft, to push their own limits. This is called intrinsic motivation. It's the joy of the activity itself. When your motivation is internal, you're not dependent on outside validation. You don't stop when the applause fades. You keep going because you have a passion for the pursuit itself. This makes you resilient. When you face setbacks, when the external rewards aren't there, you still have this powerful inner drive pushing you forward. It is the difference between someone who works out to look good for a vacation and someone who works out because they love the feeling of being strong and healthy. Guess who is more likely to stick with it? Another fascinating aspect is their relationship with visualization. Top performers, from CEOs to Olympic athletes, consistently use this mental tool. But it's not just daydreaming about success. It's a highly structured mental rehearsal. They visualize the entire process, step by step. A skier doesn't just see themselves on the podium. They mentally ski the entire course, feeling every turn, every jump, every muscle movement. They also visualize overcoming potential problems: a slippery patch of ice, a gust of wind. This detailed visualization builds neural pathways in the brain that are almost identical to those created by physical practice. When the time comes to perform, their brain is already wired for success. It's like they have a preloaded program ready to run. Finally, a true winner psychology is built on a foundation of resilience and optimism, but not a naive, happy-go-lucky optimism. It's what we call realistic optimism. They don't deny that challenges and hardships exist. They are fully aware of the difficulties. However, they maintain an unwavering belief in their ability to overcome those difficulties. They see setbacks as temporary, specific, and not personal. A failed project isn't a sign that I'm a failure. It's a sign that this approach didn't work this time. This subtle shift in perspective is everything. It allows them to learn from failure without letting it define their identity. They bounce back from adversity not because they are immune to pain or disappointment, but because they have a core belief that their efforts will ultimately lead to a positive outcome. So, to recap, the psychology of a true winner isn't magic. It's a set of trainable mental skills. It's cultivating a growth mindset where challenges are opportunities. It's learning to use pressure as fuel. It's taking ownership through an internal locus of control. It's focusing on the daily process, not just the final prize. It's being driven by an inner fire of intrinsic motivation. It's using visualization as a powerful tool for mental rehearsal. And it's maintaining a realistic optimism that allows you to be resilient in the face of anything life throws at you. These aren't traits you're born with. They are muscles you can build. Start small. The next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? When you set a goal, break it down into daily, manageable actions. Start taking ownership of your outcomes. Begin practicing these mental shifts today, and you'll be on the path to unlocking your own winner's mindset. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on mindset and personal growth. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these psychological traits are you going to start working on first? Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.